Hello everybody, it's time for another combat Archer episode in Requiem. So I did have a little breakthrough during the last video and I will have another one here. First of all, I did advance a little bit the Dark Brotherhood quest because I want the Ancient Assassin's gears. It's far more better than I've got now. So I need to find it. And it's doable. Why? Because now I've got the time slow when I zoom with my bow, which make me more efficient against mages. And there is mages here. Not at the start it's Forsworn, but they will come later. So I did use the elven bow I found during the wedding execution. It's a very good bow, elven bow with 20 damage of frost, which damage a lot stamina of the opponent and which slows them down. And Forsworn are very fast, so it's pretty useful against them. And an elven bow tempered with a level 15 smithing, much better than a glass bow. So yes, I've got a glass bow of fire, but now with this bow I'm more efficient. So it's a very long dungeon with multiple parts, a small part here outside, then a part inside, another part outside, and a long part inside against mages, and at the end of these dungeons, last part outside again. So I spent a lot of time looting stuff. I will not show you that because it's a very long video. I intend to show you Forsworn opponent here, a little bit of mages here again, and after that I will go to BFB. It's time to kill Dwemer, it's time to advance the main quest. So this one surprised me, but time slow is your friend here. So a lot of Archer, but two things. Now I've got time slow, and my elven bow is pretty efficient, so I don't need take my heavy bow to tackle them. And as I've got a light bow, I can dodge a lot during the time I draw the bow. So as you see, I didn't get touched by the four archer at the time, and they didn't touch me. So I will get touched later by Dwemer, I think. But now it's getting more easier to dodge arrows, and I'm pretty cool with that, of course. I'm not doing still enough DPS against everything, so it's quite annoying, and you will see a part of that at the end of the video, at the middle of the video, and at the end of this dungeon. But against bandit, against mercenary, against Forsworn, 2 hits, maximum 3 hits, and and they will not have time to come near me. So I'm good to go against this kind of opponent. What is much more dangerous for me is mages with a very big spell. With small spell, now I've got some magic resistance with the Savior Hide and with one perk in Alteration. It's a total 35. That's not a big deal, but it's far better than nothing. So I've got I put some experience inside Elf. I'm not doing a pure glass cannon archer because I intend, it's an intent, to not go werewolf during most of the playthrough. In fact, I think I will need werewolf beast form in order to get through the Soul Cairn, because Soul Cairn is too much to handle for an archer. I don't have a proper answer against Wraithmen. I need 8 arrows at least against Wraithmen. Mistmen, I think I need 3 or 4. They are very fast. So yeah, it's hard to deal with. But the main issue is invisible entities. And I will need, for sure, a lot of elf in order to have a chance against invisible entities. So, for now, we are in a dungeon at my level, except for the bosses. For the boss, it's an Hag Raven, not big issue, but you will see she's got 2 summoning pet, and they are too tanky for me right here, right now. So, second part, outside again, and night again, because it's a bit RP to attack people during night. But I will not do that every time because, daylight is far better for me because I use a very small screen. So sometimes I've got issue to find out where my opponent is. And it's especially true during the night. So yeah, this one was annoying. I still have some time issue with the range of my arrows, but let's get started. This is a pretty good place for an archer because all your opponents will come from the same point and they will run and run and run during long time and they will never reach you. If you do enough DPS, they will not reach you. And a 2-kill shot is far enough DPS. So there is some small mages, but it's nothing as dangerous as witch or hag. I am near in the capabilities of one-shotting them, and yeah, it's annoying. You have to spend more arrows against them and to spend more time because I didn't one-shot them. I should have stayed with the elven bow because it's better DPS. It's a light bow, and if you don't one-shot with the heavy bow, if you need 2 arrows, yeah, take 2 arrows with a light bow. It's better. You've got a far better movement. Like I said, it's like killing an elephant in a corridor. And it's fun. Now bandits are no more interesting. I will lose some bandit camp, but only for money. And I don't know if I will show you that because it's like, yeah, if you want to see a Doom-like episode, I can show you a bandit with this build at level 20, 21. So if you want to see something like that, just put it in the comment. I did have issue with my sound recording, so I've got a cut here. And I need to redo it from, not scratch, but yeah, most of the video. So putting this video in a final cut, yeah, 2 hours. Yeah, it's too much time. I need to make a shorter video. And if you find that it's too much, almost 1 hour's video, don't hesitate to tell me. Because, yeah, it's hard for me, especially for the sound recording, which will always come after the video. So here, there was also a cut because these guys did kill me one time. This is a Briar Heart, and it surprised me because I thought there was nobody, and he was, yeah, on me a lot sooner than he attacked me in the back. So when I realized I was not alone, it was too late. They did a ton of damage. I wasn't surprised here, but I didn't handle very well the situation, especially here. And I really thought that I was done because Frost Drugger will kill me very fast, and despite having take some damage, I survived, and I was really surprised of that. But yeah, I'm not complaining at all. I think that Savior Hide plus my perk in Alteration Tree, giving me 35% of magic resistance, helped me a lot. So nothing very interesting here. There is a room to loot right here, and after that there is another room with rune trap, and I didn't manage to make them explode, and it took far too much time. So I decided to skip it because it's already too long a video right here, right now. So yeah, this is a cut. And I've got CTD just after my cut. So I think it's here. Yeah, it was during the chest. So here the only issue is the Agraven. If you come here before, like you are rushing the old assassin gears, It's doable, of course, but you will need to be very cautious to bring maybe some potion of fire, because the witch and the egg are pretty easy to handle without the time slow in the zoom, because it's corridor, and inside corridors they can't run away from you, and yeah, they are much more easier to hit. But the Agraven will one-shot you. So if you want the Ancient Assassin Gears pretty soon, it's easy, because the Dark Brotherhood quest is a quest for Archer. Seriously, you will kill all the hit list with your bow from far away, not taking any chances, and you will not have to fight undead during this quest. And the only difficult part of the quest is, if you want, and it is a side quest, if you want to get Ancient Shroud armor. And of course, as an archer, you want it, because now I've got a 20% bonus with the call, so it's a double bonus, because it used to be 10%, and I've got a 30 expertise. Yeah, 30 expertise, and it used to be 10 only. Here I get cookie. I rushed in thinking, oh, I can handle big spell. No, you can't. So as you see, I didn't need to draw my bow completely in order to one-shot Ag or witch. I don't know which kind of it was. So you can come far sooner. Why I didn't get there sooner, it's because I was role-playing my characters, and I was getting everywhere. And at each location, I was trying to do some side quests in order to get money, in order to have more training lessons. I did get married during this episode. I don't show it on video. I did adopt a child because he's a very good guy. No, he's a fucking killer, but yeah, he wants everybody to think he's a good guy. So here comes the very difficult part. I died 3 times, and I finally managed to find out how to deal with this part. And the most dangerous part is not the Agraven, because yeah, she can do damage, but you can easily kill her. She's a glass cannon, and so am I. So yeah, I should have killed her, but the Ice Wraith attacked me, and after that, wow, 2 of them. But I managed to see that the frostbite spider don't like the Ice Wraith. So after 2 other straightforward fight, wanting to fight them face to face, I decided to get back, let them fight together in order to deal with the Agraven and to deal with the survivor of the fight. And it's working, like you see. But it's not working completely. First of all, the Agraven shoot me, and then this guy is trying to attack me. But the spider is relentless. Yeah, thank you, spider. This is the first time I did thank a spider. So I will ult it a little bit, because I prefer to fight the spider at the end of the combat. but yeah, I want to soften her a little bit too. Of course, she can't poison me, and she can't paralyze me because of my gear, but she can jump attack me, and I will die. So this is BFB time. Finally, the time you are all waiting for. Yeah, if someone got the reference of my last sentence, put it in a comment. Yeah, so it's time to go to BFB. It's time to wreck some Draugr asses. Yeah, I don't know. Need to improve my English, definitely. But I think that between my first video and this last video, I did improve a lot my flow. So I hope that you enjoyed my improvement. I did not improve at all my French accent. I know that, and I'm very sorry of that. But it's pretty hard to improve this part. You need to, speak a lot and to hear you speaking, and you need to use words that you heard not a long time before. But yeah, this is not the point. So why I'm discussing it with you on this Requiem video. So BFB, yeah. Pretty happy to be here. It's level 20. It's very late game BFB run, but it's because Draugr are especially hard to deal with pure archer. If you decide to make damage with only a bow or a crossbow, but let's say bow, you need to come here at level 20. With the right gears and with the right perk. I've got the time slow perk. I don't have the reload, the fast reload time, the quick shot perk. It will be better, but I don't need it. In fact, you can do it even with a pure archer far sooner. But there is a caveat. You will certainly struggle a lot. You will lose a lot of silver arrows. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And you will have to chase the frost Draugr. And if you are not lucky, you can meet 3 or 4 of them in BFB. For this run, I was a little bit lucky, and it was only 2 of them. But I did meet 4 of them once. So 4 frost Draugr at low level are deadly. They will surely kill you. The only way not to be killed is to have frost resist potion, which I haven't got. But if you want to spend money into frost potion, come with, let's say, 3 frost resistance potion, and it will help you to get through this Draugr. But that's all. You will need potion every time you meet one of them. Or if you are lucky, if you get a frost resistance necklace or ring, it's perfectly possible, but I didn't get lucky on this playthrough. You can come a lot sooner. Of course, you will spend a lot of silver arrows, but my main issue when I did come here at level 15, I think I tried level 12 on my previous playthrough. It was always a frost draugr. So in BFB you can kite them into trap, so you don't even need a frost resistant potion. But sooner or later you will have to get through other runes with draugr, and yeah. As an archer, the shot, the full throw is not really needed, so I was not in a hurry to get it. What I need, and it's personal point of view, is the king's shot, because I need all the health, the stamina, and the magicka, because I will use magicka for healing. So I will need the three of them to regenerate very fast, and King's Shot is the shot I love because of it, especially because I don't use in-combat potion. If you use in-combat potion, King's Shot is not that good, but yeah. Else, it's a good shot. Here I didn't intend to trap him, I promise. I was perfectly able to kill him without chasing him. He's like a mini boss. He's got shout, and he's got a frost weapon, and he's tanky. Just like the boss, and I will not chase the boss, so I don't need to chase him. He just gets on the trap, and it's unfortunately, or unlucky for him. So yeah, for pure archer, I decided to come here when I will be able to tackle every draugr place. There is one place that I'm not sure I am able to deal with, is the one with a lot of skeleton. Because skeleton are undead, plus they are skeleton. So arrows are not efficient at all against them. So I know a place where you can get, I think, the King's Shout, where there is a lot of skeleton inside not the last room, but pretty last room, just before the last room. It's a mix of skeleton and draugr, and there is skeleton archer, and yeah. Here come a frost draugr, and I decided to run away just in order to change arrows. With 15 smithing, you've got, of course, the capabilities to temper an elven bow, and I am using an elven bow, a normal elven bow without any enchantment. Why? Because silver arrows are pretty sufficient, and because I didn't find an elven arrow of fire or an elven arrow of turning undead. So I decided to go with a normal elven arrow, which is far better than my glass arrow of fire, because it's tempered, and tempered plus fire arrow of silver arrow of fire, excuse me, it's better than my glass arrow of fire. And I decided that I will kill all the frost draugr with silver arrow of fire and my elven bow. And it worked, like you see, and it will work again against the second one. Only 2 frost draugr, so I was lucky. Yeah. So during this video, I've got another breakthrough. So I've got here 15 smithing, which means I've got the arcane smithing, which allow me to craft my fire arrow. So it was a breakthrough from the last video, the level 50, plus the time slow marksman focus perk. And during this video I get my gears, which I will bring to almost the end of my playthrough. So that's a mini breakthrough, having all the gears, Savior Hide and Ancient Assassin gears. Plus, and you will not see it, but I am level 59 in marksman, so I will take a listen at the end of the playthrough just in order to be 60 in marksman, which means I will have the quick drawing abilities. So this is my second breakthrough, meaning I will be able to have better DPS, especially with a heavy bow. So I will still do a lot of combat archery with my light bow, but the heavy bow will start to be much more efficient. So you will see me use my heavy bow much more, I think. So pretty happy about that. 2 breakthrough in 2 video, meaning I will do more Draugr plays, more Forsworn plays, because they are tanky. They've got a shitty armor, but I think they've got a ton of health because they need 2 arrows. I think I'm still not able to tackle Dwemer automaton. Spiders were doable, but the Slayer, I did meet 2 of them, and I didn't do enough damage to them, and they finally killed me. Falmer are not an issue at all because I've got Savior Hide, and yeah, they can strike you very heavy, but I did far enough damage to avoid that. Of course, I'm not ready for Black Reach and a swarm of Falmer, but I can perfectly handle any Falmer's place. But Falmer only. The Sphere are too much for me right here, right now. So, as I don't think I will go to Falmer place only, I will start to kill Falmer when I will be able to kill Sphere. Dwemer Sphere. So, fun fact, the Archer which died because he decided to activate the trap again. I deactivate the trap and he activated it and he tried to get through it and failed. So I didn't have to kill him. This trap is pretty useful if you want to kill the frost Draugr you will meet in the final room. If you want to cheese it because for whatever reason you want to have access to the full throw shout, and I think you can go to the full throw without meeting, oh no, in Jorgen place, yeah, in order to get the Da of Forsworn, I think you will meet other frost. But yeah, if you really need, you can perfectly cheese the one there is in BFB here, and you can bring some frost resist potion in order to have the Forsworn very early in the game. But yeah, I don't see exactly the point, so for me, I don't like to cheese a lot. So I will always start to do a quest when the quest is available for my level, meaning that I will not have to use cheesy tactics. Of course, at low level, you saw me sneak, you saw me using environment, but at low level, yeah, you need that in order to survive. But as soon as I was capable of doing something else, I start to do something else, meaning stopping cheese stuff. So this archer was pretty accurate and fast, and he managed to hit me just after I get out of my cover. But he didn't do that much damage to me. So this is the start of the last room, and always at the start of the last room you pull 3 or 4 guys. So you can always come here, activate the fire trap and other trap in the room downstairs if you want to soften them a little bit. It's especially good strategy at low level. If you want to go through BFB at level 1 or level 5, whatever very low level you are, it's a good strategy. Low level meaning, yeah, you will cheese a little bit, and it's part of the game. I was stupid here. I was focused on trying to rise my mage armor in order to get experience from it, and I get it. It was stupid. So second time I'm recording it, it's take too much time. Yeah, I don't know if I said it, but if this video is too long, just don't hesitate to put it in comment. I need this kind of feedback. Like if you want a Doom-like episode with me killing bandit as fast as possible with my bow, just ask for it. I will do it. I think I've got some stuff to get in a bandit cave, the one with the drunken bandit, maybe. The chief bandit with got the war armor, which work only with drunken guy. So it's not an easy bandit cave, but I feel like yeah, now that I am level 21 with 2 breakthrough, it should be easy to tackle it in a Doom-like way of doing it. Maybe I will try it just for fun. But yeah, if you want it on video, put it in the comment. And that's why I am especially at this place, in order to dodge the shot. This is with the other place I was hiding before. This is the 2 places where I like to be just in order to dodge pretty easily the shout. Always think and remember that there is Draugr which can shout at you, and you need to have a place to hide, because a shout can kill you. And I'm pretty happy that I didn't die during this BFB playthrough. In fact, the previous dungeons was much difficult than this one. I did kill more easily all my opponents, but they were able to deal more damage to me, especially mages, but also the end game, the end dungeon boss with the two pets. It's not like summoning, because if you kill the Agraven, they are still here. That's why I died too much time. The first time I thought that killing the Agraven and having the two summon still being there was a bug, but it's not real summon. So I tried to kill her again, and I did it, and they were still there, and I understood that, yeah, I will need to kill the three of them. And I try it, and I fail again. It was my third death, and I decided to do that another way. Yeah, so I'm pretty good with distance. I didn't get it a lot during this episode, but it's happened sometimes. Of course, I could have backpedaled all the way, but first, it's not fun. Two, I prefer to be near my opponent. More fun. So we are half the way through this room of death. And the start is the most difficult part with the Frostdraugr at the end. And the Frostdraugr is not hard to handle with every build. If you are playing a two-hand sword build, it's pretty easy to kill him before he manages to do too much damage to you. If you are playing a mage, and if you come very, very, very low level, yeah, it can be hard. But if you came with a higher level, it's as soon as you've got rune, you can put rune on the rune very near him, then shoot an arrow at him. He will come, get the first rune. As soon as the first rune explodes, put a second rune at your own feet and backpedal, and you will have a lot of distance, and so on and so on, and you will die without being near you. If you don't have rune, and I didn't have rune when I did it with my mage playthrough, it's a little bit more complicated. But as I knew that first level are a bit hard, I put perk in one hand with my mage, just in order to be able to launch some power attack against opponent when I was low on magicka. So I did use these tactics again against the Frostdraugr. Soften him a lot with my fire spell, and killing him with a power attack. I nearly died, but at the end of the day, I killed him. Not the first attempt. But yeah, it was my first mage playthrough, and I'm not a mage guy. It's fun, huh? It's a lot of fun, but at the end of the day, it's too easy. It's too easy. Playing a mage, a destruction mage, and if you... I've got the caveat of not taking conjuration and not taking alchemy, but if you decide to play destruction mage with only 2 perk in conjuration, only 2, doesn't need more, yeah, everything is too simple. And if you decide to play conjuration mage, the first level I think will be a bit difficult, but endgame is just not fun at all. You didn't have to do anything. Just watch your stuff do what they do the best. Excuse me. It's late for me, and like I said, it's my second recording. Yeah, I'm trying to save some arrows, but I need 3 arrows. Unlike doing the Forsworn guys, with a little bit more damage, my heavy bow will be far more efficient. If I'm able to 2-shot some guys for just a little bit of health point, I will be far more efficient. Here I should use a glass bow, it will be much more efficient, because it will be 3 arrows and I will be able to move like I want to move. So, payback time again. You can recognize very easily a frost draugr when you are used to it, and this is a frost draugr. So, as you see, heavy bow and silver arrow fire. I will only need 3 of them in order to kill him. So, 3-hit combo is good. Of course, there is not a lot of fire salt on the market, so I prefer to use silver arrow for the other guy. And I'm not into enchanting right here, right now. I will do it, but later in the game. And I was unlucky and I didn't find any orcish bow of fire or elven bow of fire. I really want to test out an elven bow of or even better, a navy bow of turning. Why a navy bow of turning? Because you are not very mobile, because you don't have the ranger perk with heavy bow. So if your opponent turn back, yeah, you don't have to move. So I wish I will find one of them, an orcish bow of turning, especially in order to tackle the last room of the Dustman cairn. You know, this is a room with a lot of draugr, and of course you've got Farkas in order to help you, but you need to help him or he will not help you anymore. And it's a small place, and for an archer which deal not a lot of damage. It's a dangerous place. So I'm sure that Orcish bow of turning will be a blast. Yeah, I lost my bow. I know they are going to shoot at me, but yeah. And I was lucky, it is a disarm shoot. The other shoot is a frost shoot, and he can kill you with that. Whew! I dodged it by an hair. So let's go for some combat archery in a place where I can do it. So come on, don't be shy. Yeah. Again, I thought it was the frost throat, and I start to panic, thinking, oh, what I need to do just after that. Healing yourself. So, he bait me to get my bow, but I managed to get it without him touching me. So let's put my mage armor on again. Yeah, not 3 times, guy. 2 times was enough. Okay. So this is what happens when you try to use your heavy bow and not your light bow. It's not combat archery, it's running archery. Okay? And if you want to do some combat archery, it's with a light bow, making them miss by an hair. So yeah, I decided to heal me a little bit, and now I am looking for him, and I'm a little bit concerned of that, him having recharged his shout. So that's why I was not rushing at him as soon as it was possible. You an archer, use your environment. Not for cheesy tactics, but for that. So it's the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it a lot. And I know it's too long. I think it's too long because it's not fun to see a pure archer all the time. And I will stop here. Thank you for watching. And I will cut it in order to not have the beacon stuff. Bye.